Hello, Capricorn. My name is Kristen Simone Hansen, and welcome to SeaGoat Secrets. Hi Capricorn, I am Kristen and I'm a healer. In this video, you are going to get a full rundown of Leo season and how it affects you and your Capricorn placements. I begin with the astrology and I end with a card reading. If at any point in this video you feel connected to me and you would like to become a client of mine, you can do so by following this link here and also in the bio. I welcome you. And last but not least, as you know, I am a global citizen and I love connecting with all of you on a worldly and global level. So if you have not already, let me know where you're listening from in the comments and we can all connect and be a strong collective. Now, with all that being said, let's get into this. Hi Capricorn. So I will let you guys know right now, I'm kind of hot. And my window is not open, obviously, because we need to preserve sound. So I'm going to be fanning myself sparingly throughout this video. And I'll try to ensure that it does not stand in the way of anything. But when I get a little too hot, I'm going to fan myself to cool down. But anyway, so to begin, we are in Leo season, Capricorn, and this is very powerful for you because this is your 8th house. So where most people feel like Leo season is a space of just kind of fun and pleasurable things, 5th house kind of energy. It also can be drama, right? And this time period where there, especially because of some of the transits that are going on right now, things can be a little aggressive. Depending on people and how they are taking this energy in. There can also be a lot of pridefulness, nationalism, things like that. But for you, we're going to root this down at your soul, at your core. This is your 8th house, and this is asking you to step within your shadows, right? But not just your shadow, but your deep relationships, the way that you look at yourself pertaining to other people. And especially on a romantic level. This is also about contracts and things, the ties that bind, basically, debts, etc. So you are going to see more of this in the Leo new moon and how this energy and all of these subjects that I just mentioned get a renewing kind of energy, get a fresh new approach as the Leo new moon comes in, as we're sitting here in Leo season. But right now, this is just me kind of going over what to expect for the remainder of Leo season as we go from Leo season into Virgo season later on in August. But yeah, so these themes tied to your 8th house. Many of you can find yourself visiting old relationships and or building new ones, mainly because of what happened during Cancer season. Cancer season put you in a very big emotional space after that Cancer new moon, especially as you guys had to rediscover what it meant for you to relate yourself to the outside world, to redefine what your relationships are in terms of people around you and how you connect to other individuals. Really, that relationship renewal was either you're letting someone go or you're pulling them in. Anything that you were doing was reflective of who it is that you were and how you wanted to change the way you associated to other individuals. That carried you all throughout Cancer season. Cancer season, again, usually tends to be very emotional for you guys, but the positive was that things were very progressive when it came to your work. You guys really channeled your energy in terms of your work and put a lot of your emotional energy, whether it was things that were suppressed and being unearthed, things that were, again, kind of pulling you through the waters, but it wasn't necessarily, for some of you, it could have been traumatizing, but for most of you, it was just very emotional. And it helped you in terms of figuring out how to be better to yourself when it came to your work, how to nurture your work better and how to channel that energy. And most importantly, cut ties, right? with people and things that did not serve you. Cancer season taught you how to nurture yourself, and that was the big subject for you this year, especially with it being the year of karma out of your Pluto energy. Really understanding what self-nurturing is and all of the different steps that you took to ensure that you were prioritizing your self-nurturing, especially tied to your seventh house matters, who it is that you're connected to, marriages, partnerships, again, contracts, but more surface level contracts, different things like that, where you call home. So here we are in Leo season, and it's just taking that same energy, but getting a little bit deeper. So if you started relationships, you're going to see those relationships deepen. If you disconnected from others, you're either revisiting that decision, and or solidifying the fact that you have made that decision and are not going back on it. Most of you can find yourselves wanting to revisit or reconcile, but if that's not the case, it's more like getting validation tied to why those relationships ended and why you feel so rooted in disconnecting from them and staying very firm within yourself when it comes to ensuring that you do not return or go back. This is the dance that you're having during Leo season, and then also contracts, legal matters on a deep scale. I will tell you that I apologize because there is construction happening around me, and it probably is going to be heard. But I will do my best to try to, I don't know if I can really get it out, but hopefully my voice can outweigh it. But nonetheless, yeah. So that's probably one of the biggest things in terms of Leo season is, again, the deepening of these conversations that came up in Cancer season. Your energy is much more lighthearted during Leo season, which is good. Even though it is your 8th house, many of you have done so much work when it comes to your shadows, your emotions, the depths of yourself, that Leo season this time around is actually just a lot more seamless and a lot more lighthearted. It's more like you're beginning to experience the beautiful karma of the energy that you put out, mainly because, again, your 8th house is a reflection of karma, right? The 8th house is karmic energy. And so in a lot of ways, you're getting this return on whatever it is that you have invested in. And you're starting to see that energy kind of pan itself out, which is very, very good. And in terms of more things when it comes to deepening contracts. So if you signed off on something, if you signed a lease, or if you're selling your home, something along those lines, you're able to find what it is that works the best for you. You could have started signing something initially, and now you're closing the book. Things come to an end. A lot of people will be on your side still when it comes to luck tied to legal matters, and that'll definitely show itself for you throughout Leo season. I would say as the summer closes itself out before we enter into September, a lot of things are going to end for you that you've been putting a lot of energy toward throughout the entire year. So the first half of the year, whatever it is that you were trying to accomplish, finally being able to see itself come to a nice close before we enter into your Pluto return energy that happens September 1st, which is very nice. Leo season, again, I would suggest deepening your modes of pleasure, and not like when we were in Taurus season, but more in combination with your emotions, with your soul. You guys have been through a lot, and you're much more in tune with yourself now than you have been in the past, especially after those 2 powerful Capricorn full moons. You know who you are. And if you aren't very clear on it, you want to figure it out. You want to exercise it. Do so by allowing other people to show you who it is that you are. Continue to nurture the relationships that are still staying, right? The relationships that have staying power can really help you see yourself more clearly than you would have maybe in the past. And allow yourself to get deeper with the individuals that give you what it is that you have been wanting to see or feel when it comes to your connections, because you put in a lot of work tied to this energy. And so don't be afraid to go deeper. You'll find a lot of healing in the space where you allow your depth to come into fruition when it comes to how you relate to others. Another thing as well, again, Leo matters in terms of, fun and socializing. as I said, will really help you. But for you, it's about taking that up a notch and not staying on the surface, not having shallow interaction, but really allowing yourself to deepen in not only the way you're showing yourself to the world, but the way you are experiencing people, the way you are experiencing maybe going out or your friendships, but especially those of you who are in romantic ties, really allowing yourself to merge with another individual will bring about a lot of healing if your relationships have been strained. Or if you are beginning something new, it'll give you the rapid growth that you are looking for or wish to achieve when it comes to connecting with another individual. Very, very progressive for that time. And like I said, a lot of luck is on your side, especially when it comes to relationships deepening, contracts being able to finally be put to a close, you finally being able to get the answers that you have been looking for. And like I said, try to put in as much energy as you can before we enter your Pluto return, because Leo season will give you luck in 8th house matters, and 8th house matters are usually scary matters. Things with the shadow and debts, but actually it's being able to actually put to bed the debts and put to an end the shadows, especially because of the work that you've been putting in. So try to take care of that, because when your Pluto return happens, for you guys, it's a new beginning. For the rest of the world, it could be a little different. We may or may not get into that. If you were part of the inner circle, I'll probably dive deeper into that, and that's our email list. You can find that link here. But I will be diving deeper, especially when it comes to the Capricorn Pluto on a global scale when we look at on the world stage. I might address it in the Capricorn full moon video, the Capricorn Pluto video, but I'm not sure. I try to stay away from world matters, but it's a end to a lot of things, right? And an end because of a return. Whereas for you guys, it's you being put back into a place where your identity is going through a change. And I will not visit it too much in this video, but what I will say, like I said, is this Leo energy is helping you finish things off before you get there. So it is saying, here's all this luck tied to these things that can usually be a difficult space or a shadowy space, things that used to traumatize you, being able to actually work out, healing old relationship wounds, healing old debts, healing old karma, and being able to see through a more lighter energy that then puts you into Virgo season and prepares you for that Pluto transit. So I would say this is my summary, my breakdown of what to expect for Leo season. Again, a lot of people want to be tied to you. So socially, whether you are trying to socialize or not, people want to socialize with you. They want to connect with you. They want to know you. And you're going to be seeing that. You're going to be feeling that. You're also going to be feeling modes of luck as well. Things being able to just kind of move quickly and seamlessly, which is going to feel very nice. And if you find yourself going out and doing more traditional Leo-like things, the nights can feel very sweet and very memorable if you allow them to. Merge with your emotions to feel the best in your experiences, whether it be, again, finding yourself going out, business matters, or love matters. Dive deeper into your emotions. If you want help when it comes to debts, it's being honest about what it is that you have experienced. It's being honest about your story and honest about your narrative. And that way you appeal to the heart and the soul of other individuals in order to close out certain matters that have been difficult for you, and allowing that magnetic your magnetism that you've been giving out, draw people towards you that can actually work in your favor. Okay, so that's my rundown. I love you, and I will see you in our next video. Ciao.